Well, good morning, everybody. It's about 9 o'clock, Friday, 8/9/2013. Haven't done a video for a little while, but been semi-busy, especially out running errands, paying bills, gathering up car parts and stuff. Last time you guys seen me out here with this thing, I do believe I was replacing the hub assembly on this side, driver's side. Since then, I have put new axle shaft in there, oil pan gasket, changed the oil, and now today I'm working on this side. I'm going to replace the hub and axle shaft on this side. Our ex-roommate, come to find out, decided to treat my van like it was a Baja truck. So she did a number on it. I've already got the new hub. Oh, nice beefy part. Got that from the local parts store. This is the passenger side axle shaft, which also got locally. Got the ABS gear and everything on here. So basically, in the last 2 weeks, basically rebuilt the lower end of the motor, and now rebuilding the drive line. I've had some people say, you know, it's an old vehicle, why dump so much money into it? And well, my answer to that is, where else are you gonna pick up a van, especially, you know, something this size, for 350 bucks, that is getting mid 30 mile a gallon range. I believe yesterday we were averaging almost 35 miles a gallon. That never have an issue starting in the winter. Got an issue with traction, but and it's just, a lot of it's been general maintenance. Since I've bought this thing, I've put new rotors and pads on the front, new rear shocks, sway bar end links, like I said, the oil pan, gasket, axle shafts, wheel bearings, tune up. I did have to change coil. This computer I switched out to see if I could get my air conditioning to work. Cold air intake. I've replaced the light switch in the dash, the gauges in the dash, and the stereo, and water pump and thermostat housing. And a lot of this stuff, like I said, been general maintenance. The reason I put this on there was the air cleaner assembly that was on here actually had black mold in it, and I wasn't screwing with that. That air cleaner assembly I picked up for 35 bucks, came with 2 air filters. Water pump, general maintenance, wasn't that hard to do. Thermostat housing, that was actually a safety call because it was pitted, rusted, and had a crack in it. Also, there was no thermostat in it. I replaced the coil, which I actually got for free. When I changed out the hood and stuff and parted out the van last year, that my brother-in-law had, it was a 98 Plymouth Voyager, exact same thing as this. This is Dodge Caravan. That coil pack was actually still brand new in the box with receipt inside, so I snagged it. That's also where this computer came from. Also where my back tires came from. And so, the dash, that was actually a recall item for Dodge, for Neons, Plymouth Voyagers, Dodge Caravan, Grand Caravan, Chrysler Town and Country. There is a pin inside these digital dashes that likes to break, and it'd shut the gauges off, so I'd actually have to punch the dash to get it to come back on. The switch, it wasn't acting right. I mean, it still worked, but you know, it just was, it'd come on and off when it wanted to, so I just replaced it. I put that center console in. I picked that up at a garage sale for 3 bucks. The stereo, I took out the factory and put that one in. That cost me $60. And then the subs, just because I like my music. The only other thing I'm doing to this thing after this axle shaft and hub is I did order brand new tires for it, because these are getting a little long in the tooth, and I got a vibration out of one of them. I'm not sure, but it was $270 for all 4 tires, so I can't complain too much. But otherwise, it's been reliable. It's, like I said, it's always started during the winter. Heat works, AC doesn't, but it's I'm down to it needs recharge now. Give me a second here. But people just learn to take care of stuff and not abuse my stuff. I'd be okay. When I took this axle shaft off the driver's side, granted it's like that long compared to this one, it actually came apart in 3 pieces. This section fell off. This was still attached to the boot and everything here. The minute I grabbed it, it just fell apart. So I believe they were the original axles, and this thing's got 237,000 miles on it, getting ready to turn 238. Just in the last 5 days, we've put almost 700 miles on this thing. Of course, also my roommate Kyler just got his license back. So this last weekend, I live in Lake Mills. I drove from Lake Mills, Iowa to Allison, Iowa, picked up a Chevy 350 crate motor, and in the process of doing that, this actually might be a little disturbing to some people, crushed my finger in between the hasp, clasp, or whatever you want to call it, for the rear hatch and the bottom of the motor, and you could actually hear the bone snap. It's healing good. Normally got a splint on it, but it's kind of hard to work on cars, especially when you're right-hand dominant, with a brace on. And I'm not taking this thing into a shop because the shop quoted me $200 in labor to replace these axle shafts and stuff. I'd rather deal with the pain for a little bit, because I've got pain pills for my knee, which will work for my hand, and just put myself in a little bit of pain, go in, put the brace, clean up, put the brace back on, pop a couple pain pills, take a nap. No, I did not go to the hospital. His hand's been broken so many times that I've actually gotten pretty good at resetting the bones. So I had to save myself a couple $1,000 hospital bill. But my truck's still not home. We've been hauling scrap metal with it. So it's actually out at a friend's farm right now. That's coming back, I believe, either Monday or Tuesday. That's getting an absolute crap ton of work. Upper lower ball joints, inner and outer tie rods, the drag bar, pitman arm, front rear shocks, putting a 2-inch leveling kit in the front end to level out with the 3-inch kit that's in the back, new tires, fuel pump, mufflers, because it's got glass packs on it right now. And as you can see with my driveway here, it's not very wide. It echoes so freaking bad between these houses and in this neighborhood that I've actually had complaints on it. So we're going to tone her down. I've got Series 40 Flowmasters coming for it. We're taking the big 31s off of it and putting stock size tires back on, which are 235/75 15s, so I can get better gas mileage. The guy that's doing all the tire changing, mounting and balancing and stuff, I've already prepaid him for the alignment on the truck, because I happen to have the money at the time, so I figured do it now while I can. Also, I've picked up 3 shotguns. I'm going to do a little video on those later. Also picked up holsters for the pistols. Picked up, in the last week I've bought about 2,000 rounds of ammunition. So I've had friend of mine say last night, he goes, "What you doing? Gonna start a war?" And I was going, "No, I'm not gonna start a war, but if there was gonna be one, I'm gonna finish it." Just been a lot of BS going around lately. Been trying to keep to ourselves to a point. So just trying to keep what little sanity I have left. But otherwise, got my stepson Shannon up here till Tuesday. I think he starts school middle of next week. So Alex is doing good. He's been kind of ornery. Patricia, or as I call her, baby girl, getting big. Kelly's doing okay. Like I said, I'm busted my hand, but not a big deal. Been worse. So as I'm doing this, I'll do a little updates and how-tos because everybody does it a different way. So we will talk to you guys all in a bit. Take care. Have fun.